Miley.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good. Can you see me in my house, my bedroom here?
I can see you.
Good
Yeah.
to see
Can you
you.
see me?
How are you today?
I'm doing really good. How are you doing?
Fantastic. I'm going to give you $500 million right now if you can guess what I was just watching on my phone. 500 million.
500 million?
Yeah, I mean, it's not
When
a lot.
people throw out these astronomical numbers, you know that you're never going to guess it. It must be the weirdest thing. I could
Take
never.
a guess. Take a guess.
Well, by your phone. Let me see your phone.
Okay, what, you just want to see the...
Okay, Sesame Street.
My wife makes me have phone cases like this.
I like that. What are you watching?
Of course, it's your song, Midnight Sky.
Oh,
Easy guess.
I know. I could be $500 million. That was a really. I should have just taken a risk and guessed. I don't know what my problem is.
There's only two things people are watching. It's Midnight Sky and that fly on Mike's head.
For real. That fly is officially my spirit animal.
Where do you think the fly is now?
Oh my, probably turned into a real diva. I mean, the media impressions this fly is getting is probably out of control. This is a lot of press.
Yeah, the memes are hilarious.
Yeah, the memes, the internet is going wild, per usual. I mean, the internet actually never chills out.
Yeah. So I have limited time with you. This first question, I want to ask for the people that you've inspired, especially the young people. You've inspired people to be original, be yourselves, but in that category of people, there's a lot that want to sing or they want to put art out there. They want to get noticed. What's the balance? Because you're also a very smart businesswoman. I mean, if someone is like, I'm trying to be myself, but I'm not really getting noticed, should people be themselves or should they follow some trends and see what people are interested in?
I think there are versions of ourselves and different identities. That's why I love drag so much. I love drag culture so much because they're being themselves, but it's creating almost like a superhuman version of all the things that you wish either you could be or things that you don't like about yourself. You can kind of take on and off. It's just really cool to create these different identities. I actually have been reading Face It, Debbie Harry's new book, and she talks about that. She talks about being inspired by drag when creating her identity for Blondie. And so I think there's a way that we can create characters of ourselves that are true, but even just kind of more expressive versions than we really feel like we can be in our day-to-day lives.
Yeah. So the Blondie performance was amazing. That was a good takeaway for you in that book. What's something that you've learned about the music business, like that you can share, like in doing this, one thing that really stands out to me that's important?
I think there's two things. I mean, you know, I go back and forth of feeling like I'm in a music business or an industry, or if I'm really just a creative artist, and there's times for everything. There's times to kind of focus more on building your brand and building your business, and times to do passion projects like going and making a record with your favorite rock band like I did with Dead Pets. There's just a healthy balance to that. And I would say that it's really important to, you know, speaking about Heart of Glass or Blondie, to kind of pay tribute to the ones that paved the way for you and that did that trailblazing, but also the newer artists. Like, keep yourself in touch with who's on the come up right now, and be, you know, the same way Stevie has been for me or Joan Jett has been for me. Be someone that like takes the next generation's hand and kind of walks them through it, and just keep your kind of feet on both sides of the past, the present, the future, and in the middle somewhere you'll find yourself just kind of being and just creating what's already kind of been written for you. You know, I always kind of say that I don't really write my music now, that it's been written from somewhere else. Like, sometimes songs just kind of fall into existence. That's what happened with Midnight Sky.
Yeah. You do feel more like an artistic force. It's not just music. It feels like I'm letting this energy come through me, and I'm being myself, and then I'm sharing it with everyone. So the MTV Backyard Sessions, I'll go ahead and put your address on the screen really quick.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Tell us what that's going to be like. What is it?
You know, I've done a few backyard sessions before, and I realized that I created a platform that's actually pretty COVID-19 friendly. I guess we've really been trying to figure out how to do concerts from home. Whether I've done a couple, through Zoom calls. I've really tried to bring some normalcy back into live performance, because I feel like that's something that we all look forward to throughout the year. I mean, most people get to see some sort of live music at least once a year, and that's just something we can all really look forward to. I know festival seasons, I had a lot of that coming up, and that's just such a great way of bringing my fans together, and also artists that are so the things I love about playing shows like that is they're just genreless. So like you have I was sandwiched between Stevie Nicks and Megan Thee Stallion this year at one of my festivals. And I thought that was just like the perfect lineup. So I've been trying to create some normalcy with my performances in some way. And it's been a really interesting creative challenge.
Yeah. Was it an easy transition? Were you like, okay, I'll just go over here. That's where we're at, so I'm going to do it. Or was it tough? Were you missing the fans being there with you, experiencing?
I miss it like every time I've tried to do it in this new normal way. It's just, I've been doing this now over 15 years performing live, and more than even that, just going with my dad. I grew up as a freaking infant going, on my dad's back while he would be performing. This is like, there's no way to create a new normal out of this, for anyone. But I think all of us just kind of knowing that things, we adjust. We're such adaptive. We're meant to adapt. That's what we do. We've evolved for all the time before, and we'll do it again. And this is just a part of our evolution. We will all be a little different. Us looking for things to go back to the way that they were seems like something that isn't going to happen. But I don't think that's what we really want. I think we want to go now that we've had some, I think, pretty big wake-up calls this year. I think we've had great conversations about climate change. When we look, I'm in California, so looking at the fires here, I think that's been a real eye-opener for all of us. I lost my house in Malibu a couple years ago, so my heart's with everyone that's experiencing the fires for themselves now. And I think that's been amazing. We've been talking about racial equality and injustice, and I just think we've had a lot of amazing times this year that we've been able to, we have all this reflective time. We've taken advantage of it, and now we're putting it into action.
Yeah. As we move closer to the end of the year, do you have hope that we can reach a place of accepting all, being tolerant and loving?
We can't stress enough the importance of this election and people getting out there and voting. This is not a time for laziness or, to be any sort of, you can't be in the middle this time. There is no middle. You have to be aggressive with what we want to see. And if we want hate eliminated from the country, we have to move in with leaders that lead with love. It's really important.
Yeah. So I just got a little text here that I only have a minute left with you really quick. Midnight Sky, the video, I was just watching it, the one you could have won $500 million on. Why was it important to direct this, and why is it important for you to completely put your arms around a project where like every bit of it is you?
The song was really about kind of controlling the story that a lot of the time can be told for me through media. And I think, again, it's so relative to everybody's existence right now. Again, with just all of us kind of having this period to really go in and reflect. And so it was interesting for me as a songwriter to write something that wasn't about what's happening now. It was about something that happened before. And I just used it to my advantage this time of really digging in. And I thought that, talking about, things like forever and ever no more, and people having a more healthy understanding of the word forever, because it just kind of sets us up to be disappointed. Nothing is, nothing will be. And I wanted to write a song about that because I really had to kind of come to terms with that reality.
Yeah. So Miley, congratulations on all of your success. This might sound weird, but honestly, we talk about you at Wild 94.9 on the show. You are the epitome of the type of leadership that we need right now. And you've been that way for a while. Thank you for continuing to inspire and bringing us great music and all of your art.
Dude, you made my day, for real. You made my day. Thank you so much, and stay safe. It was great talking to you.
You too. Bye, Miley.
Bye.